Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. Now as you can see in front of you, we do have the new 20th jewelry box in a beautiful pastel pink. Now inside this box I have my updated Pandora 20th anniversary celebration bracelet, and I just wanted to share with you guys some updates that I did. I did remove some charms and added others. So let's get started. All right, now let's remove these silica gel packets. Now I make sure to include as many as I possibly can. And this is the one that came with it. And this is perfect if you have a bracelet and you keep it open. And by putting it in the center here, you're actually stopping the bracelet from actually doing this. Okay, just a little trick. All right. So let's get started. Okay, now I am going to start with the bracelet itself. Again, it's the two-tone with the 14-karat gold clasp. Okay, and then we do have the 20th safety chain. Now this is a cool safety chain, but it's very hard to actually clean it. I mean, I do know that it came slightly oxidized, so it does need a polishing quite often. Okay, so I'm just going to take this off. Now in my previous videos I did mention that I'm not a fan of the Pandora safety chain, but as this is a collection, I thought it was important to actually add it on, because or else it would be an incomplete set. Okay, so first let's get started with the most recent ones. And also ladies, I did put clips on here because my bracelet is a little bit kinked, and if I don't keep them together, then I'm just gonna cause more kinks. Okay, so these little clips here, they may stay, or I may take them off. Okay, and this is the one with green CZs and blue. The smaller ones are blue. Because I actually may buy the clips that look like, if I can get this out, that look like this. I have seen them and they are still selling them. So that's something I might look into the next time I visit my store. All right, let's start with the most recent one. We do have the I Love You with a 14-karat gold heart. And then we do have the strawberry. Now this one was very hard because when they first started selling this collection, I woke up at midnight and I saw that it was for sale, but I wasn't sure. So I decided to sleep on it, and when I woke up in the morning, it was sold out. So I did buy a few of the others, and a few months later, I did find this beauty on eBay, and I bought it from the UK. It was slightly expensive, and it was a big competition because there were other people interested in purchasing this one as well, but I was able to negotiate a deal with the seller. and he actually stopped the auction and sold it to me. So I felt really special because he didn't have to do that. Next, I added the two-tone signature, because ladies, I love my signature clips with the 14 karat gold. It's on both sides. Next, we do have the puffy heart. I really love this one. Actually, this is the first puffy heart that I own from Pandora. I was never able to get the puffy heart, and you can't buy it anymore as they retired it. It's really cute. A lot of people have said that the hearts look like little bums, but I just think it looks like a puffy heart. Next, we do have the queen bee. So I'm going to flip this around because my charm's upside down. Now the queen bee, here we go, with the beautiful silver crown. She is a little bit chunkier than the original one. And with this one, when I received it, like I mentioned in my first video, the 20 wasn't inscribed very deep. So the more I handle it, the more it seems to be fading. So I'm not quite sure how to go about this. So I might go see a jeweler and get their opinion to see if they can press it deeper. I'm not sure, but we have to try, right? Because this you cannot return. They can't. I mean, you could return it. They'll give you your money back. But they can't exchange it because it's a limited edition. Okay. Now this little fella is called the Link 14 karat gold spacer. Now this, ladies, I got this at a really good deal. I actually bought this used, and as you can tell, well, you can't tell, it's actually been used. And ladies, believe it or not, I only paid $40 for this. Okay. That was my most impressive score. Actually, I also paid $40 for the other spacer that you saw on my Holy Grail bracelet. It looks like a little spacer with like a beaded ring around the center. I only paid $40 for that as well, and that was used. So I'm very happy. And what I decided to do as well is add the new O, or the signature O, to my bracelet. Now I do have one of the original O's with the blue CZ that was sold, I do believe it was last year in September, but it didn't really look all that great. I honestly prefer the new one because it's round. And if you notice, ladies, it doesn't flip upside down. Okay? Even if I flip it upside down, it flips back. Okay? I thought this was a great addition. I might actually get another one, but I'm not sure yet. Okay. Next, we do have the clover. Now this one is already starting to oxidize in the background, which is great. I really love this one, but I do wish that the gold would have gone all the way down to the silver, and it doesn't. You can actually see silver on the edges of the gold, and it's like that for all of them. But I still love it. All right, and here we've got the second two-tone clip. Now these ones, I noticed that the stamping is larger and deeper than the original signature. The letters are very thick. Next, we do have the beautiful frog. I call him the show-off frog. He reminds me of somebody who's having a roaring laugh. That's what it reminds me of. Because he's got the big belly and the big smile. Just reminds me of the jokester in my life. Alright, and next we have the pig. Now, I honestly don't know why they went with a pig. I mean, it must be very popular for them to include it in the 20th. He is adorable, yes, I'll give him that. But it's a little odd. I mean, of all the beautiful charms they've made, they included a pig. Like I told my boyfriend, I'm like, I don't know if I want to wear a pig on my bracelet. But he's cute, and he is oxidizing around his snout, which makes his snout stick out more. But he's well balanced, I have to say. And then we've got this other beautiful little clip. So ladies, we have, I do believe we have 4 more charms that are coming out. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 4 more coming out. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find another link spacer so they can be balanced. And I'm going to probably get the spacer that looks like the clip, or the safety chain. What I also wanted to mention is that if you don't have all these charms on your bracelet, okay, I put them in the dips. Okay, because if you only have a couple of charms and they're sparsely, there's like a lot of space between them, it's going to kink your bracelet, and you don't want that because the bracelets are expensive enough. This one I'm okay with because I did buy this secondhand. I did only pay $80 for this. But when I did get it, it was heavily worn and the whole bracelet was black. So I was able to clean it and get it shiny again. It took many cleanings in magic powder, but I did have the clasp wrapped and covered so that the magic powder wouldn't scratch, because you kind of need it in an abrasive shape in order to get the black off. There's still some black or darker spots, but they're covered with the charms, so it's not a big deal. But do realize, ladies, that you need to take off the charms when you polish, okay? You need to polish your bracelet regularly, or else you'll end up with a black section where your charms are, okay? Guaranteed it will happen, so try to avoid that as much as possible, because then you won't be happy with your bracelet. And if you only have a couple of charms and that you want to show off and they slide, then you will expose those stained areas, okay? Because your bracelet can be cleaned, but sometimes you can't clean it to 100%. And even at Pandora, they will mention that. Okay, they will try their best. Because the last time I brought in 3 necklaces, one was new. They were bought pretty much about 4 months in between, and they're not the same color. Okay, and I tried to get the sales girl to actually polish it, and she did her best, and they still looked different. And it's just by age, because the new jewelry is way shinier than if you've had it for, I don't know, a minimum of like maybe 2 weeks. The color does change. All right, so again, I might try to find another link, spacer, and I might add some of the geometric petite, because I find that the fascinating Muranos are a little bit too large. If you do put a fascinating Murano, try to just put one, and you can put it in the center. So like that, when you wear it on your wrist, it will sit right in the center. Okay. And again, spacers, I'm going to try to get the heart ones. Or I may actually just try to get a little bit of sparkle. I might try to go for some type of pink CZ's clip. Because if I do white with white clear CZ's, it's going to be a little bit too blingy for me. So I think color would be the best option. And again, save some room because there are 4 more charms coming. And I do hope that they make a beautiful charm for September, because my birthday is in September. And it would be nice to have, because supposedly there's going to be a 2-tone stars charm. But I'm not sure if it's going to be released for September or October. Okay. So do keep an eye out. I'm on Google on the 19th to find out if there's any spoilers, because I like to know ahead of time, well, as much as I can, to know the price. Because sometimes paying $40 is not a big deal, but when the 2 tones come out and they're $110 or $100, that's very expensive. To me, that's very expensive, and I'm sure to everybody else, it's expensive as well. So that, my ladies, is my 20th bracelet. And it's getting there. It honestly is. And like I said, I'm pretty happy with all of the charms, including the pig. And yeah. So if you like this video, click like. If you want to comment, please comment or share. Thank you very much, ladies, and have yourself a lovely day. But do stay tuned, because the next bracelet is the designed T-bar bracelet. Okay, stay tuned.